That thing sinks. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy J.Andre coming at you live from the first episode, the inaugural installation of Typin with J.Andre, where we're going to be typing up our favorite poems and exploring together what the fuck they might mean. What can we pull from these things? What can they do for our lives? I think poetry is an amazing sport, and I'm all about it, and I want to share that excitement with you, and hopefully we can all learn something here together. So, first episode, we're going to type out a poem by yours truly called A Closed Ceremony. This was written in March of this year, 2024. It was a poem that kind of kick-started me back into writing after a 2-year hiatus. So I thought, what better way to start the show? So without further ado, here is A Closed Ceremony. Let's go. She says, "The house had 36 windows in the front room alone. That is what I remember the most of it. I often imagine the owls at night. I imagine the deer grazing. So many windows looking out on the desert. No blinds, no curtains. There were no neighbors. In the city, we walk and laugh at the names of things. We drive by. These are names we give ourselves. I'm an open book, I say. I remember the neighbors seeing me standing half naked in the window. There are only 2 pages. No blinds, no curtains. I don't remember your story about the gun that almost shot you, that it was your sister. I call you sister and you say, is that a gun on the shelf above your bed? No, it's a memory of my dead mother. See, the urn and the ashes above it? Does it get much light in here? No, not in winter. Do you see the sky above us? How the curtain of cloud cover forms a closed ceremony around the hearts of neighbors, our bodies, our hearts. Your room means something different to me. Yes, I see that. The last woman in here I remember like an owl seen through the window of my names of things. It would come every night for 2 years while we built a house that would never be finished. Do you see her? That is a robe she gave me. A black glazed bowl she built by hand. She's 4 blocks away telling him about co-parenting my cat. There were 10,000 windows in this bedroom alone. That's what I've forgotten the most. I used to be here. My mother, grandfather, lover. It means something different to me, reflecting in the calm and bright blue of your eyes. What does it mean? What does what mean? A closed ceremony. What does that mean? And we're back in the closet with a slightly better angle. That was A Closed Ceremony. It was a poem mostly about memory and bridging the gap of memory between 2 people. In this situation, it was a woman I was dating at the time and me. It's a conversation had between the 2, starting in her room in the first stanza, and then about a week later, the last 2 stanzas are pulled from a conversation that we had in my room, and it was the first time that I'd had anybody in my room since my ex at the time, and it was this kind of reimagining and rethinking my environment and my memories and how they were changing and how the perspectives were being altered. A closed ceremony actually refers to her critiquing my use of sage, which is, I think, pretty funny and turned into a beautiful metaphor. That last line, a closed ceremony, what does that mean? Is something from our actual conversation. And the first line of the poem, the house had 36 windows in the front room alone, was a line I took directly from her talking about a house that she used to live in that has now been destroyed and demolished. So yeah, let me know what you think about it in the comments. Next week, I'm going to be tackling W.S. Merwin's Provisions, which is a much shorter poem. We're going to have a little talk about that at the end of it. We're going to type it up, obviously. And if you have any suggestions of poems or anything you want to see typed out, leave it in the comments below. I will be sending out the poems that I typed to people on request. So at this point, anything that you send, I'm going to type, and anything I type, I'm going to send it right back to you. So don't be afraid to leave it in the comments. If you have any questions or want to see any difference in the formats, you want to see any detailed analyses of the poems, give me a shout. I'm still trying to figure this thing out. So thanks for bearing it with me, and we'll see you on next week's episode of Typin with J.Andre. Peace.